We are in a massive ascension process, and self-care has a whole new meaning. I'm going to show you how to feel alive again when the rest of the world is in chaos. Hi, I'm Saratoga Ocean, and I help people to spiritually awaken so they can enter a conscious path of ascension. And be sure to subscribe so that you catch all my videos to guide you on your awakening journey. Now, if you undergo a total paradigm shift about self-care, you will be able to reset your energy at the higher level necessary for ascension. Now, in the past, self-care was mainly seen as a bit of a luxury and was mainly about relaxation and rejuvenating. But that was a different world. We are now in a tumultuous world of cosmic ascension. So it's extremely helpful to reset our view of self-care and place that effort at a higher, more cosmic level. The first thing to do to reset is to step back and review our situation on this planet at a deeper, more personal level. Don't underestimate the profound effect of what has been happening to us during this insane year of 2020. We just went through the biggest tectonic reality shift probably in the history of the modern world. Let's imagine it as going from A to B. A was when we had the freedom to move about and make our own decisions. We could spend time with whomever we wanted, wherever we wanted to. There were all kinds of things to do and places to go. I mean, we had a certain level of freedom that we knew we could count on. So take just a moment to reflect back on what that felt like. Because you see, the memory of that is likely to start slowly disappearing the longer that this lockdown goes on. And that, my friends, is by design. How much do you currently think about all those things you used to do? Because just a short time ago, we had enormous freedom compared to now. And then suddenly, almost overnight, we were yanked down to the lowest possible timeline of complete lockdown and the erasure of our faces, our breath, and most of our collective lives. So let's call that B. Business and commerce were shut down. Travel was closed. We were forced to lock ourselves in our homes and stay there. No more fun, no more eating out, no more spending time together, no more sports, no theater, no recreation, no more school. We were forced into an extreme level of separation. We were not allowed to gather as friends. Loved ones were forced to die alone. And then we were given orders to keep our faces covered. We were told that breathing out in the open makes you a horrible, dangerous person. And then we were given markers about where to stand and arrows showing us which direction we were supposed to walk. Signs everywhere told us to keep our distance and stay away from each other. And then plexiglass dividers sprang up everywhere to make sure we stayed separated. And all of this happened simultaneously on a planet-wide basis. That's what makes it so monumental. And finally, to top it all off, extreme violence and political hatred were added to the mix to traumatize and confuse us even more. So that is a massive reality shift to undergo literally overnight. When you understand the magnitude of what we have been through in this shift from the A reality to the B reality, you can begin to realize why we completely need to reset our view about self-care. We need to align our view of self-care with the ascension process that we're in. You see, you don't want to underestimate the personal consequences of being plunged into the dystopian world that I just described. We are all very likely traumatized, and we may not realize it because it's literally happening to everyone. Now, self-care of the past was about relaxing and recovering from what was probably a very active life. It was an overall positive environment. But I think we need to realize that right now we are all living in the middle of a very traumatic and highly negative situation. So our goal for self-care should go beyond just relaxation. Self-care today should be about an effort to feel alive again, to have energy, optimism, and hope. It should be about healing ourselves from the damage that is being done to our psyches, our physical bodies, and our energy systems. How do we manage to feel alive and in control again? How do we restore our natural flow of energy? This is what you want to focus on when you think about self-care. So let me show you a few ways that you can shift your perspective and get the highest possible benefit out of caring for yourself. The first thing you want to do is to increase your level of self-awareness. Now, we are all pretty good at knowing when we feel hungry, but we also want to be really good at knowing when our energy and our consciousness need tending to. So you want to practice maintaining an ongoing awareness about how you feel on many other levels. And if it's not optimal, then you need to do something about it. Doing something about it means setting a standard for yourself. How do you want to feel? That's the question you want to ask first and foremost. So first you become aware of how you actually feel, and then you want to be very clear about how you really want to feel so that you can focus on that intention, which will help you know exactly what it is that you need to do. I'll give you a really simple example. Let's say I'm having a day where I'm feeling really sleepy and tired for no apparent reason. I mean, I had a great night's sleep. Why do I feel so tired and sleepy? I just don't know. So the first thing I do once I become aware of that is to focus on how I actually want to feel. And in that case, I want to feel awake and energized. So I might do one of several things. Sometimes just drinking a full glass of water will completely revive me, or eating some fresh fruit works for me as well. Other times, I might just take a short 10 or 15-minute nap. And going out in the fresh air and sunshine can make a big difference. And because we have a gym in our garage, I might go in there and just get on the Stairmaster for 5 minutes, do a little bit of stretching, and that will revive me and bring my energy back up to where I want it to be. So the point is that the context for my decisions come out of an awareness that I am in a very difficult planetary situation. I mean, I could be experiencing what some call ascension symptoms, or maybe I'm just tuning in to the collective energy of people feeling stressed, fearful, and traumatized. See, it doesn't really matter what the exact cause is. What matters is that you're aware of how you feel and then are very clear about how you want to feel. Then listen to your body and let your body inform you what you might be able to do about it. So self-care during Ascension should be an ongoing daily process. It's not really something that should just be reserved for the weekend or for when you have a day off. Here's another way you can look at self-care during these challenging times. One of the most difficult things we're all going through is not being allowed to have control over our lives and our activities. And this can cause an enormous amount of stress. So in this case, you want to figure out ways that you can feel in control wherever you can. The best way to do this is to envision some goals for yourself. Are there some habits you need to change? What are some things you can do to upgrade your life overall? You can journal about this and then write down your new positive intentions for yourself. And then make those necessary changes just one step at a time. And then as you begin to make those changes step by step, you're going to start to have a sense of being filled with an experience that you are back in control of your own reality. So overall, self-care during Ascension should really be more like a lifestyle. We really want to shift into living our lives with the full recognition that we are in an Ascension process and treat our ability to take care of ourselves in that context. So the larger purpose is to always be monitoring your energy and keeping your vibration as high as you possibly can. And it's really wise to stay engaged with that Ascension energy as things continue to accelerate more and more. You want to be as present as possible at all times in your life so that you can always assess what you should be doing next. I mean, Ascension is intense by nature. So as starseeds and light workers and those who are awake, we need to engage with it fully in a way that empowers us to successfully navigate these very tumultuous waters. So make ongoing self-care a lifestyle. This is how you can effectively support yourself through the Ascension process. And remember that your ultimate goal is to keep your vibration high so that you can stay on the highest possible timeline. Just let your body and your feelings be your guide, and then be responsive to whatever your current needs are. And if you find yourself struggling with any of this, the best solution is love. Just stop and decide that you are just going to love yourself. Make all of your efforts at self-care an act of love for yourself and love for your life in this universe. So I hope you found these suggestions helpful, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it out with your friends. And be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I am here every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday with new videos to support your awakening journey. And with that, I'm sending you so much love, light, and positive energy. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.